Welcome to Religious Education again. This specific video is looking at religious upbringing and religious experience. For those of you who remember the videos that were uploaded before, the unit we're looking at is EdXL, and we're looking at religion and life, the first paper, which is the Year 10 paper. So one of the arguments assumed in this unit is that a religious upbringing leads to a belief in God. Now the key question that is often asked is, so how might these features lead to a belief in God? So the question we have here is, how might the features of a religious upbringing lead to a belief in God? Okay, so let's have a look at how we can answer this question. For example, feature 1. Prayer could lead to a belief in God because prayer requires you to communicate with God. Therefore, it might lead to you having a personal relationship with God. Now, this is just one feature. You could do it with all the other ones that you may have learnt in class. For example, baptism, going to church on a Sunday, fasting, going to scouts, etc. All these are features of a religious upbringing. The important part about this question is you must say how these features of a religious upbringing lead to a belief in God. There is no use just listing them. The important part is you must say how. Now, if you take the example that we've just done and apply it to the other examples that you've learnt in class. So that's it for religious upbringing and religious experience. Take the examples that you've learnt today and apply it to your classwork. We'll see you for the next video. The second part of this today is looking at religious experience. So we've just looked at how a religious upbringing can lead to a belief in God. We are now looking at this question, which is explain how two different types of religious experience can convince a person that God exists. Now this is worth 8 marks. We're going to be using something that most of you must have used in English, which is point, evidence, explanation. So first of all, you need to state your point. Then you need to say what evidence and examples do you have which show the point. What does this example and evidence tell us? So we're going to take miracles, which is a type of religious experience that you must have done in class. So first we start off with stating your point. Miracles may convince some that God exists. Okay, what evidence and examples do we have for this? When someone has an illness that a doctor says is incurable, but the patient's faith and prayer has led them to recover. Okay, so what does this example and evidence tell us? Miracles are events which break the laws of nature and lead people to believe in God because only God could have done it. And now that's a full answer. You can use other examples which you may have learnt in class. Religious experiences such as numinous, and other religious experiences such as conversion, and also prayer is a religious experience.